How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another video coming to you from the 2023 New York Auto Show. Today we're going to be checking out the Hyundai Section. I honestly really like what this brand has done as far as performance goes. Right now they have this main section, but later on in this video we'll check out their little performance section that they have towards the end. So definitely be sure to stick around. Also, I do apologize for the music and stuff playing in the background. I can't really help that. It is what it is. But here actually in the Hyundai section, they don't have too much that they're really debuting, except for the new electric Kona, which I'll show you guys in a bit. That's kind of on their center stage. But before we get into it, definitely be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Really does help me out a ton. But here, right in front of us is the new generation of the Hyundai Santa Cruz. I kind of like it. The front fascia does look aggressive. When it comes to trucks, I don't really like the Santa Cruz. I can't really lie to you guys and say it's one of my favorite trucks out there. But you know, it still is nice. We got a Hyundai Palisade right here, the new Nexo, I believe, which is kind of like a bit of their smaller SUV. And now that the music stopped temporarily for a second, I'm gonna show you guys the new electric Kona. They did come out with the Kona N, the Elantra N, which we'll get to later, but here is the new electric Kona. It has a really interesting design. It looks like your typical electric SUV. However, I do honestly really like the headlights and the taillights. The headlight is basically just like a single LED strip right across horizontal, and the taillight is essentially the same exact thing, which we can see here in this really wild colored Kona electric. Now over here, again, they're advertising all their electric vehicles, all their hybrid vehicles. I will get into some of their performance stuff in a bit, but here is actually a hybrid Sonata, a new Hyundai Sonata. Now, if you've been subscribed to my channel, you do know that I did a review, I believe on a 2022 or 2021, I forgot, but I think it was a 2022 Hyundai Sonata N line, and I didn't even launch with it from a stop, but I did kind of like a rolling launch, and the thing literally couldn't get traction until third gear. It was crazy, and I guess I'll edit in a little clip for you guys to see right now. And now getting onto the highway now with this Hyundai Sonata N line. We got a little bit of space. Oh wow, yeah, you can, I mean, right there, I'm letting off of that because that just proved my point. In Sport Plus mode, the traction control is off, the stability control is off too. So you can, I mean, probably tell that we just actually tore it up a lot more than I thought it would. So yeah, as you can see from that, it definitely took me by surprise a lot. I honestly really wasn't expecting a lot when I was reviewing this Sonata N line. But yeah, it really delivered in a big way, and it's definitely surprised the hell out of me. And they're great cars to be commuters too, because they're kind of your typical, at least the naturally aspirated ones. I don't know about the hybrid one, but the one that I drove, the N line, it had your kind of typical I think it was a 2-liter turbo inline 4. It had good gas mileage. It was, from what I've seen so far, the reliability is nice and everything. And yeah, blast to drive. And at the end of the day, they're 4 doors too, so you have that full extra row behind you. It's not a little bit more compact like, I don't know, a Mustang or something like that. And then also right here, before we kind of leave this section and go over to the performance section, a new Hyundai Tucson. Really like the interior. Again, I absolutely love what Hyundai has kind of done with their brand in the past year or two. And as I'm walking over to the performance section, because it's kind of on the opposite side of this floor, I'll talk about it a little bit. Essentially, a lot of you guys probably still look at Hyundai this way, and they've always been just kind of your commuter brand car, but now they're starting to invest in racing more. They're starting to invest in and come out with new N model cars, more N line cars, and that has kind of driven them to not only, I guess, kind of create this new culture in the brand, but also just, I guess, just make better performance vehicles. It's really weird, because I've always grown up with Hyundai as that kind of weird brand, that commuter car brand that no one really cared about too much. but now they're starting to get like a little bit of you know, an cult following across the world, which I think is really cool. Also, just like Kia, I just got done doing the Kia Section review, or a Kia Section like walk around right before I started this video. And Kia is another brand. Like, Kia and Hyundai have really turned around their entire, I guess, company culture in the past few years, and I do believe for the better. And it's exciting for someone like me who is a, you know, car enthusiast. I'm sure some of you guys are more enthusiasts and you're not just, I guess, watching this video to see like the newest trending thing. So for me, it's definitely really cool, because obviously there's still, despite what people may say or whatever, there's still a lot of people out there that want performance cars. They want internal combustion engine cars, and Hyundai has come out with cool internal combustion engine cars in the past like year or so, but they've also, yes, they've, you know, started investing a lot in electric as well. So I like manufacturers that kind of give you both of those options. I don't like how, you know, some of these manufacturers are phasing out some of their old models. I don't like how Chevy's phasing out the Camaro. I don't like how Dodge is phasing out the Charger and the Challenger. So at least I think Hyundai did a really good job with that. All right, so now over here is the, I guess, like little N section that Hyundai put together. This is the more performance based section, and I know I said this in the main walk around that I did on day one here, but this new Hyundai Elantra N, I've been trying to get my hands on one for so long now to actually do a review. Actually, when I hit up the Hyundai dealership that I eventually did the review on the Sonata N line, I was initially supposed to do an Elantra N, and they just got it in the dealership and it literally sold like the day after or whatever. So these have been flying off dealership lots, because at the end of the day, they're not incredibly expensive. I know pretty much every single new car now is definitely up there, but here you can actually see the MSRP right here, just under $36,000, maybe assuming after dealership you know, fees or whatever, it's still under 40 grand, which I think is really cool. And then over here we have another Elantra N, except this is basically like a stripped out race car. This was actually driven by a couple of their drivers, I think, on international circuits. And yeah, it's really cool to, I guess, see the two side by side, because technically I guess they're the same car, but obviously this Elantra N from factory is completely different than this race car over here. So it's really cool to see. And again, I really wanted to do a review on an Elantra N. Hopefully I get my hands on one soon. But yeah, I can't applaud Hyundai enough for what they've done in the past couple years. I feel like a broken record, but anyways, that's pretty much just gonna be it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and again, definitely be sure to subscribe, like, all that stuff, because I have so many videos coming out from this auto show. And if you don't want to miss anything, if I maybe didn't cover something, definitely be sure to check out some of my other videos. But thank you so much for your time, guys, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, click on either of these links right here to watch a similar video from this channel, or click on the little circle link right there to actually subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I do appreciate all the support, but thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day.